You hear all these people talking about high ticket sales and how to make money from your phone, yapping on the phone from wherever it is in the world that you want to, but nobody's actually telling you how to land a client. They're not giving you the real game on how you can actually start making money in this space. And newsflash, before you can even make money in this space, you have to first land a client. That is the very first thing that you have to do. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can land a client, and this information is what actually took me from working a 9-to-5 job in a small office cubicle to now being able to travel the world and make at least $30,000 in commission completely from my phone. So let's get into it. What's up? My name is Alexis. I am the founder and CEO of Her Last Fall Academy, where I have helped over 5,000 women leave their jobs and leave their lame-ass loser boyfriends and start making money all on their own terms. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact same things that I taught those women on how to land their client. No fluff, no bullshit. We're actually going to give you tactical steps. So step number 1, you need to position yourself as somebody who is visible and somebody who has value. Now, the reason why I say you want to position yourself as somebody who is visible is because if you have like a private Instagram account and you are reaching out to a creator to close for, they're not going to hire you, right? As a remote high ticket sales closer, yes, you aren't reaching out to leads to sell to, but to land your client, you will need to reach out to them on social media. So that's all of the outbound sales that you'll have to do is in the very beginning, which is step 1. And that is why everybody always says it's so hard to get started, and it's because they don't know this information. So in order to land your client, you will have to reach out to them on Instagram. Now we call this outreach when you're reaching out to a client so that you can work for them. But the issue with people not being visible and not positioning themselves as people of value is that they will you will see a girl who wants to make money. She's an aspiring closer. She'll reach out to the client it is that she wants to work with, but then her Instagram's on private or she's only showing booty pics. And of course, that client's not gonna wanna hire you. You look like a stripper. So cut that shit out, right? Be someone who is visible, but be somebody that somebody would want to hire. Now, the second part of that step 1 is be someone who gives value. If you slide into a creator's DMs and they have like over 100,000 followers, what makes you think all you can say is, please hire me, I would love to be your closer? They're gonna be like, great, you and a line of 100 other women would like to be my closer as well. So rather than you saying, hey, please hire me, I'm so experienced in sales, I do yada, 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 you wanna position yourself as somebody of value, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on how it is that you can do that. But rather than you messaging them, asking them to do something for you, you need to show them what you can do for them. Let's backtrack. Show the client that you are competent, that you are a well put together young lady, and that you are somebody that can do things for them that will make their business more money. By you doing that, that's already smashing through the other people that are trying to become high ticket closers as well. Step number 2, when you go to reach out to these clients, what are you supposed to say? So there are 2 things that you need to do. First, you need to shoot them a little message on Instagram. Very, very little, like, what's up, my name is Alexis, and that's it. Because then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your phone and you are going to record an Instagram video. This is the key, Instagram video. The reason why you want to send them an Instagram video or like a front selfie video is because when they receive that notification, it will say, Alexis sent you a video. Now, by it saying Alexis sent you a video, to the creator's mind, they're like, huh, who is this pretty looking girl, right? That looks like a decent, competent young woman. She just sent me a video. I wonder what she could have possibly said. And then that's way more enticing than just an Instagram DM that they're probably not going to read, right? It's like clickbait. That's what you want to think of whenever you're sending these messages to these creators, is you want to clickbait them into clicking on your DM to actually hear your proposal. So you're going to send them what I call an outreach video through the Instagram camera so that it comes in as the notification of so-and-so sent you a video. That's step 2. Now, step 3, what do you say in this video. And this part is so hard. This part is, no, actually, this part is not hard. People think that it's hard because they're not used to talking on camera. But another newsflash, if you want to be a remote closer, you're gonna have to talk on video camera. You're gonna have to talk on Zoom, Google Meet, maybe FaceTime, maybe over the phone. So you're gonna have to get comfortable talking to a camera. That's just what it is. Right now, obviously, this is a little bit different because you're talking to something that's not going to respond back to you. As in sales, they would obviously respond back to you. But if you can get over that hump, if you can get over that initial awkwardness, you'll be able to kill it in this space. So this is where I see the most people fail whenever they're actually trying to land a client. And it is because it's awkward. It is because it's new. Anytime you do something for the first time, it's going to be awkward and it's going to feel weird, but that is how you know that you are on the right track, right? You think the top 1% did things that were comfortable for them? No, absolutely not. So if your goal is to make a lot of money, you have to start doing things that are going to make you money. And recording this outreach video is going to do just that. So what do you say in this outreach video? I actually give an entire script on the free trainings that I do on Zoom, but I'll give you guys like a little snippet of that just for video duration purposes. But basically in that video, you just want to say, hey, so-and-so, say the creator's name because that's very valuable because they want to know that you personally sent them that video and you didn't just blast it to a bunch of online gurus that you want to work with, but you want to say their name. You want to say, I love what you're doing in X, Y, and Z. I noticed X, Y, and Z about your funnel. Here's what I can actually do to help you make more money. So hear that frame, right? You say their name, you say, love what you're doing. Hey, I noticed this problem in your funnel, but I have the solution and I am the solution. And you send them that video, and now it's no longer what the client's gonna do for you by hiring you, but it's now what you will do for the client. And then as a closer, since you only make a commission off of all the deals it is that you do close, it's no expense to the business owner. Make sure you also include that in your outreach video as well. You wanna let this business owner know, hey, I don't need any sort of compensation. I just ask that you only pay me a commission of what it is that I close. So that way, if I don't make you any money whatsoever, I'm also not losing you any money. Now it's a win-win situation for both parties, for them and for you. That is what you would do whenever you record your outreach video. The next step, I hate that I would have to say this because you would think it's common sense, but another PSA, common sense is not very common. So when you record this video, make sure that you look good, like look decent, like wear clothes and look as if you were walking into an interview with that person. Like your appearance and your presentation matters a lot, especially in this space, because how you present yourself is a representation of who you are. And then if you want to work with whatever company it is that you want to work with, they're going to also want people to represent their company well. So represent yourself well, dress and look as if you're going into an interview. I say that because I've seen so many outreach videos. Out of all the 5,000 women that I've personally trained, I've seen so many videos where it's like, as soon as I saw the problem, I was like, well, that's why you're not getting hired. They're like, Alexis, I've sent 300 outreach videos. I'm like, let me see your outreach video. They're in a tank top, they're in gym clothes, they don't have makeup on, or they just look insane. They got crust in their eyes. And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't fucking hire you either. You look sloppy. That's the next step. Make sure you look good. It's simple as that. Now, after you send that outreach video to them, a couple things are gonna happen. They're either gonna respond, or their setter is going to respond to you, or like a little automated bot in their DM is gonna respond to you, or they're gonna leave you on red. So the first one, if they respond, cool, get them on a call with you so that you can get an interview and actually get onboarded. Now, if a automated message responds to you, then go through the automated message, clicking on all the things it is that you would need to click on to prompt an actual person to come into that DM. For example, let's say you send them this message and then they're like, hey, thanks for the DM, what brings you to message me? If it's something like that, then just keep on responding, even if you know it's an automated message, because eventually someone will come into that DM and then start responding to you as a real person. And then that's how you also get them to get you an interview. Now, the third one is if they leave you on red. And this happens a lot. And this is where most aspiring closers end up falling off, is because they get left on red. And then as a woman, it, hits their ego, and then they don't want to send anymore. But what if I told you that every single time you receive a no, or every single time you get left on red, that is just another step closer for you to actually find the client that you're gonna be closing for? Because another thing is, not all clients are equal, right? Somebody could have 1 million followers on Instagram, somebody else could have 100,000 followers on Instagram, but the client having 100,000 followers on Instagram, they might actually have more traffic and more lead flow and more deals for you to close. So even if all the clients look great, they're not all equal, and every single rejection that you receive is really just redirection. So with you, the way that you would want to actually think about sending your outreach videos is, you want to think, how many outreach videos can I send? How many no's can I get? That should be your frame of thinking, because if your frame of thinking is, I'm gonna send this video and I'm gonna immediately get a yes, you are setting yourself up for failure. Because the moment someone leads you on red, or the moment a setter responds to you and they're not giving you an interview, you're going to feel defeated. So rather than thinking, I'm gonna send all these videos and I'm gonna get a yes from every single one of them, you need to think, how many no's can I get today? Because every single no it is that you receive, you are one step closer to that yes, you are one step closer to that interview, to landing that actual client. Another thing is, whenever you guys are sending these outreach messages and these DMs and things like that, if you are getting left on red, you need to follow up with these clients. Follow up with them until they legitimately block you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if your goal is to be a closer for them, they are going to want to test your follow-up capabilities. I've had so many girls that want to close for me and I don't respond, but because they're so persistent, like, Alexis, please, 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 then I'm like, okay, shit, fine. Your follow-up game is really strong. So you would probably have great follow-up game as my closer as well. So don't ever feel discouraged if they continue leaving you on red. If they have not blocked you yet, keep on following up with them. Keep on sending them messages. Another message that you can send after you have sent them that outreach video is a voice message, right? Because that's also very like, what is it? Curiosity killed the cat. They're gonna be like, oh, what is this freaking voice message this girl sent me? Now, I forgot to mention this, but when you record that outreach video, keep it under 30 seconds. I've seen outreach videos that are like 1.5 minutes long, and when they're 1.5 minutes long, that creator is definitely not going to watch it. It's not worth their time. Why should they give you their time? So keep it under 30 seconds so it's fast, it's punchy. Think of it as like an elevator pitch, right? If this client was in the elevator with you going to their floor, what would you say to them in that very moment? You wouldn't have 5 minutes with them. So keep your outreach videos short. No one's going to watch a freaking 5-minute long VSL of you whenever they don't even know who the heck you are, right? So again, if you want the actual word for word, script by script that I provide to all of my girls, I'm having a training at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can click on the link down below to actually go and register for that training. I give you the entire script completely for free, so you're welcome there. Now, the final step is actually landing that interview. Once you've sent all the outreach videos, once you've sent your follow-up messages and they're no longer leaving you on red, now they're actually giving you an interview and they're scheduling a time to sit down and meet with you. This is where you need to show the fuck out on that interview. With my students specifically, I tell them all the questions it is that they need to ask the client. So now they seem more like experts in the field when they're speaking to that client, because they can actually speak that client's language. I teach all my girls all the interview questions that they need to ask. I've taught my girls all of the things it is that they need to say about a certain client's funnel so that they sound more and more experienced and well-versed in the info space, because that's another thing is these clients want closers that are well-versed in the info space and that understand the info space and can sell info, can sell consulting, can sell mentorship services. And a lot of times, if you are a closer, they are gonna want to see what type of training it is that you went through, just because they want to know that if you're bought into other mentorships and programs, because you're gonna be selling mentorships and programs for them. But If you guys want that script, if you have any questions about interviews or anything like that, just feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I will post another video on what it is that you should be saying in these interviews. The very last step is congratulations. You just landed an interview. You haven't landed your client just yet, but now you're actually given the opportunity to sit down with that client and really show off all of your skills and show off all of your knowledge. I've taught my girls exactly what it is that they've needed to say in interviews to make them sound well-versed and make them sound well experienced in the info space. I've also given them all the interview questions that they need to ask so that they can really discern if this is a client that they want to work with or not. One of my students, her name is McKenna Sheehan. McKenna was a realtor in San Diego. She was barely making any money whatsoever, running around house to house, not making any money, right? Great at sales, great at talking. She was also super easy on the eyes, but she wasn't making the amount of money that she wanted to make. Why? Because she wasn't in the sales vehicle that she wanted to be in until she got into the remote sales vehicle. Now with McKenna, she went to multiple different interviews before actually landing a client, and it is because she was able to ask very specific questions and realize what type of offer it was that she wanted and make the pay that she wanted to make. So now fast forward, it has been less than a year of McKenna closing, and she averages $10,000 a month completely online, no more running around house to house as a realtor, but can make money at home sitting on her laptop. Now, for those of you that are watching this that want to learn more about remote sales, if this is something it is for that, or for those of you watching this that want to learn more about remote sales, learn more about if this opportunity is fit for you, I say you really just need to be a girl that knows how to talk to people. But I'm actually hosting a training, and you can find the link down below in my description. You can register to save your spot. It's going to be a Zoom call, and on that Zoom call, again, I'm going to give you my entire outreach script, and whatever questions it is that you have, you guys can ask me as well. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you gained value from it. I hope you actually go and do the things that I said to do in this video and go out, make more money, do whatever the fuck. I love you. If you love me, did I already say like and subscribe? I don't know. Actually, do whatever you want. I don't care. Just make more money. That's it.